This is About Flippin' Time, where I turn almost into something worth keeping. There's something about certain pieces that they just keep finding me. I didn't go looking for them, but somehow they always show up. And this one, apparently it's been waiting for me down in the basement of a bar. Not broken, not falling apart, just very committed to collecting dust, like years of it. But underneath all of that, there's actually a really good piece hiding in there. So in this video, I'm gonna take something that's been buried, ignored, and a little questionable, and seeing if I can bring it back to life. So come along with me and see what we're actually working with. It must be the season of this type of piece. I've done 2 of them. I've got one right here that's not a full piece, but it's part of a piece I'm hoping to get to in the future. But I came across another one. Let me show you what I got. Barrister cabinet. It's in really good condition. I don't think it needs too much. Solid. Let's see if these work. I think they slide. Wow. Love it. Now it does have a chunk that's missing. But I might be able to, I don't need to say I might, I will be able to kind of fix that. Anyway, it's about, I'm about 5'6", so I would say it's about 60, maybe 65 inches tall. Again, I love these kind of pieces. These are classic, timeless. I think I'm just going to restore it. I think that's all it needs. A good cleaning and a good restoration. So you guys know what's next, right? Let's do this. I've got a little wear on the bottom from, who knows, it could be just, well, it's old, so maybe some moisture. And I think I could go in, let me try some toner first. Let's try to scrape that off too. See what I can do. And this just looks like, no, it kind of, it's just a scuff mark. I think I can just scrape that off. Yeah. Same thing down here. Comes right off. And then I can use some of my Blendal sticks. I'm gonna try to sand that down a little bit. Now this is the part I feel like doesn't get talked about enough, because not every piece needs a full strip down, start from scratch restoration. Sometimes it just needs a little attention. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this up higher, so I don't have to bend down. A few dings here, a couple scratches there, maybe some wear that's been built up over time, but nothing that means the whole thing needs to be redone. This is where a piece can really come back to life. I'm just going in and cleaning things up, blending out some of the wear, taking care of some of the little imperfections. Basically fixing all the small stuff your eye picks up on, even if you don't realize it. Because when those details are handled well, you can take something that looks a little tired and make it look like it's been taken care of all along. Not brand new, just right. Oh yeah. And then this front area looks like it's faded a little bit. So this is where something like Mohawk toner really comes in handy, because at this point I'm not trying to strip everything down or completely refinish this piece. And then I can always come in with more, give it another round. Gonna let that dry. I'm just trying to even things out. There's a lot of areas on here where the finish has worn differently. Some spots are lighter, some are darker, and your eye picks up on that right away. And that's exactly what toner is for. It's basically a colored finish in a spray. So instead of staining raw wood, I can go right over the existing finish and blend everything together. I'm going to go in with some Blendal sticks to get some of these scuffs, and then go in with some lacquer. It lets me soften out those lighter spots, deepen areas that I feel are a little washed out, and just bring the whole piece back into balance without losing that original wood grain. And for a project like this, it's perfect, because I don't want this to look brand new. I just want it to look like it's been taken care of. So I'm building this up in really light passes, just slowly sneaking up on the color until everything feels consistent again. Try a little marker now. Pretty darn good. This piece right here, my one big problem that is not just, well, an easy fix. I know I can do it, but as you can see right here, it's missing a chunk. I have an idea. I have just an old piece like a scrap piece of wood, and I know it's not perfect, but the tone is close, and I know I can try to replicate what's on here. And this veneer is actually coming off. So I think I'm gonna try to maybe cut this out a little bit so I can fit this in there. So if I, maybe even on this side. So I'll cut some of this and then go from there. Let's try that. I think I'd be able to just cut it. I wonder if I should just cut it straight. No, let's go at an angle. So yeah, this is the part where it starts to look a little questionable. We've got missing veneer, and somehow an entire chunk of wood just decided not to be here anymore. When you first see something like this, you're thinking, there's no way this is going back to normal. Right now, it does not look promising. But this is one of those situations where it always looks worse before it gets better. I'm basically rebuilding this area, patching in new material, blending it in, and slowly bringing it back so it actually makes sense again. And I actually have full confidence this is going to work. It just requires a little trust in the process, because give me a minute, once everything starts coming together, you're not going to even notice this was ever here. See where we're at. Glue that in a little better. Oh, that didn't go in very good. Let's work on that part. I think I'm gonna need some filler. Things are getting a little artistic around here because now it's not about fixing anymore, it's about disappearing the repair. I'm starting with stain just to get a base tone down, something to bridge the gap between old and new. And then we go in with my Blendal sticks, which feel like I'm cheating, but in the best way. This is where you can start to fake the grain, add depth, and convince your eye that this was always there. I'm not saying I'm an artist, but also this is the part where I start to feel like one. Layer by layer, adjusting tones, softening edges, until it stops looking like a repair and starts looking like wood grain. Then I'm locking it all in with lacquer, because once you've got it right, you do not touch it. And finally, a little Mohawk toner over the top, just to even everything out and tie it back into the rest of the piece. And this is the magic part, because what looked like there was absolutely no way a few minutes ago, now you'd never really even know it was there. All right, let's see if you can find where I repaired it. Looks pretty darn good. Right here. Big improvement. Once every section was repaired, all the dings, the scratches, the little how did that even happen moments, it's finally time to lock everything in. I went with General Finish's Armor Seal, which is one of my go-tos for a reason. It just lays down this really beautiful, durable finish that enhances the wood without making it look overworked. And this is the part where everything starts to come together. All those small repairs, all the blending, all the little fixes along the way. This is where they pay off. Because when you look at the before, you see wear, you see age, you see a piece that's been through it. But now, it still has that same character, just cleaned up, refined, and brought back to life. The tones are richer, the grain actually stands out again, and everything just feels intentional. And that's the thing, it's not always about completely reinventing a piece. Sometimes it's just about putting in the time to honor what's already there. Because those small repairs, they add up. And they make a big difference. Sometimes you just need to see what's already there. And as always, thanks for being here. It's about flipping.